What is going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. I have been having the hardest time recording these lately. It seems every time I record one, I have issues with the audio, or I have issues with my computer, or whatever. It seems like the world just does not want me to make these videos here recently. But that's okay. It's not stopping me. We are going to, real quickly, we're going to do in the Shadow of Discovery, the quest with Sebastian Sallow, and then we will continue from where I saved last. The reason being is I have played through this quest already. I saved over my save. Messed it up a little bit. Didn't do the exact same quests when I saved over my saved, and so I'm gonna do this one real quick because I had to record the last video several times as well. And I don't have the save from the last video, so we'll do that and then load back in. Still made the same choices and everything with what we've done, but I'll do that real quick, load back in so that you see this quest, and then we will, you know, head on to the rest of our quests, picking up from the last episode after this one. So yeah, let's just do it. Stop talking about it and do it.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send it out.
I don't want them to disagree with you.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
I don't understand
is.
how that makes them.
That's
like,
why
reckless.
I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know.
Okay.
It would mean a lot.
Okay. Why is he still here? I thought he left. What are you doing here, dude? Whatever. Alright, so we've done that quest. You seen it? Ta-da, it's done. Okay, so that being said, as you know, we've done It's All Gobbledygook and Mum's the Word. Have not done a Dragon Debrief. Anyways, let's jump back to where we were now, alright? Alright, so we are now back where we were with our quests. We have Headmistress Speaks, Poached Egg, The Sky's the Limit, and Men Behind the Moon. We still have to do Poached Egg, and Headmistress Speaks. But here we are, back where we were.
Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Let's go talk to the man himself. How about that? Let's go get our broom upgrade, shall we? Let's get a faster broom. Explore some of the countryside.
My mother used
Maybe
to say I was
change our
lazy.
attire quickly. To be what we want it to be. Change how it looks. Can't remember if that's the one I liked. Or not. Is that one? Yeah. I'm gonna change this. I think to that. Putting it to that. Cobalt is stunning. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe change my wand handle a bit. Something pretty. Ooh, yes. I like that. Alright. Now let's go get that broom upgrade.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
All right.
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success.
Oh my goodness.
Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
And that we will, but not from here. Let's go on the map, and we will head over to the bottom of the map, because that's where we're headed. And from there we will fly. We haven't discovered any of the bottom of the map.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
This is where I was before. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Okay. Gotta fly down here. Now it says that way, and it is that way, but it's that way past the bottom of the map, as you'll see. Swamp house! Whee. Try out the broom upgrade. Travel in there yet? Have I reached it? Did I pass it? Should probably mark it on the map, shouldn't I? That would be smart of me. Oh yeah, we've flown like way off. Oops. Let's try that again. My bad. Okay. It's like right here. Alright.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Lucas can tell us.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Krista, tell us. This looks intriguing. Krista, tell us.
I don't want to give you Wigan Wild potions. Give me the money.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without throwing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
There's 3 of them. 4 of them.
I know you're here somewhere.
I still don't see me. I still don't see me. This is too funny.
There you are. Oh, you think you're so clever. Much to losing your stride.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
What's this? What's this? What's this? Kinda don't want to check that out right now. If I'm being totally honest. Check it out later. Right now, I just want to get to the Flue Flames. Let your Flue Flames.
Oh, nice
get
to
lit
see you
so I can
here.
fly.
Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
Yep, it's fantastic. Alright. There's gotta be a
I'm going to enjoy
here
this.
somewhere.
Perhaps not the best.
Perhaps I shall scout around.
It's you and that woman, isn't it? The one fixated on Merlin. Shouldn't meddle in other people's affairs.
Where is it? Okay. Keep hitting stuff. Okay. What are you doing here?
Who lived here, I wonder?
Is he gonna fight me? I swear I thought that snowman was alive. Okay. It's a Quidditch practice field. Cute. Joining that.
Nice.
Stop right.
Make me stop. Time to land. Landing on a platform. Alright. So there was a blue flame back here somewhere. Down here. This house.
Nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air?
Thinking in terms of
Ha! Knew there'd be another one over here. Okay. Just so y'all know, I'm not like aimlessly wandering about here. I'm trying to get some of the food flames for this lower part of the map so that other quests will be easier to do. As we've done before. Anyways, now that we have done some of this, it should be easier to get around the map later. But I was doing this on the way to speak with Imelda Reyes. She is literally at the bottom of the map. So, just doing some stuff along the way, you know. Making it easier on ourselves. I'll speak with her right after I light the flames. They're not far from here. They're that way, I believe. I believe. Check the map. Yeah. Let me reach that one and then we'll come back to it. Always a house. Always a house. Don't even ask me right now. Do not. Alright. Don't worry, we are not disappearing from our path. Just popping some balloons and we're heading right back to her. Alright.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Ravenclaw, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
You think?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's...
You better.
Actually, thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head.
think
Right
she
then,
maybe
enough chatter.
takes things a little
I'm
too
confident I've
seriously.
posted a time you won't be able to beat.
Bet.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Ravenclaw.
Let's go.
That wasn't too difficult. Excellent.
Let's see if I can handle it with the new broom upgrade. It's hard to steer with the camera angles.
Made it.
I don't really care to hit all of the little power things. It doesn't matter as long as I'm still in the rings.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
You're bragging about yourself now.
Brilliant. This is going well. Now that's more like it. I've got this.
219, yay. Could have done better. Whatever.
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a team, it's the Holyhead Harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pot me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad for a Ravenclaw.
She says that a lot.
You take care of yourself.
Right.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to him. Real quick. And then we will start on our other quests with Sebastian.
How's my favourite test flyer?
Okay, I wasn't trying to buy something.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Let's try to talk to him. There we go.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
What will you do after the final upgrade is complete?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself, just for the thrill of it. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades. Proved the naysayers wrong. Made all the hard work worth it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an owl when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks.
Really just wanted the broom upgrade. So, in the shadow of time. In the shadow of time. Basis for blackmail. Poached egg. I think. I think we should do a basis for blackmail first. And then in the next episode we will do In the Shadow of Time and a Poached Egg. Leading up to The Headmistress Speaks. I think that's the plan for this episode. She's right outside of Hogsmeade. Perfect. Alright. Let's just run down to her.
One never knows.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Just sleeping on the ground. You know, as one does.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
All right.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
I don't want to talk to that guy first. Let's talk to these two first. The ones in the middle. In the middle of town! Kitties. Kitties. Let's talk to Daisy first.
Mrs. Rabe.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now.
It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Miss Ray, we do hope you will consider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Yes,
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Let's go!
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never
So
live
Harlow
without
has a lady
Rosie.
friend.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
I can jump so high I can jump as tall as people's heads. This game sometimes is unrealistic. I'm just gonna say it. I do find it interesting though. Harlow stole money, or wanted to steal money from the bank. Stole a book of poetry and a scarf, which sound like things for a lady friend. And I'm just gonna say it. That's not how
like
you
Natty
win.
to be late. She said she was going to the Hogshead. Perhaps I'll find her there.
This is not how you win your lady friend over. By lying to them about who you are.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
These freaking things are always here in the way. Let me over. Can't jump there. It's irritating. Oh, this is... Let me up. Oh yeah, forgot that I'm at the Hog's Head, which is in Hogsmeade, which means I can't get on my broom.
Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Let me in.
What's happening? What is happening?
Revelio.
Why can I not go in here?
That young Otto Dibble of Glanrex does seem nervous.
My CPU is not too hot. I don't
Natty
know
must
what
have been
it's
taken
doing.
this way. I need to find her quickly.
Did not want me to go in Hogshead though. But whatever.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Give me that mead. Give me that mead. I want butterbeer. Yeah, butterbeer.
A hidden door.
Not a hidden door. Who would have thought? I had no
Natty
idea.
must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Getting all the goods. Hit him over. Just knocked a chair over. Nobody said anything. Nobody heard a thing. Chair? What chair?
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Well, I don't really have to be sure. I just have to be sneaky. Pick them off one by one. Easy approach. Let's try the easy approach if we can.
Revelio.
Locks and guards can't stop me.
Fine use of my talent.
Let's finish this job and get done with it. Time, missus.
Rookwood will reward us for our loyalty, don't you fret.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
I'll wait for you.
He'd better notice is all I can say. I'm better than the lot of them put together, and it's time Rookwood saw.
If people don't want me to steal their valuables, they
Mr. Tallis.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
It wouldn't last a week.
I don't trust Randall, I'll tell you that. You'll tell us first chance he gets.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
What?
It's about time Rookwood took one.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our visit.
Rockborough's always a treasure trove. Never failed to fill the sacks. Well, that's me, of course.
Has your brain been infested with bugs?
Revelio.
They're all over the place. Holy cow. Okay.
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
Shoot.
Oi.
My loyalty's to Rookwood and no one else.
So that I can get him. But I need him to turn around first. There we go. Oh, shit.
What?
Not fast enough. Whatever. Doesn't matter right now. We'll come back for them.
I used to be stationed near Iron.
Hey. We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Hey, for your information, I received an owl from her just the other day. And as for her affection, I can assure you.
More times than I can count.
Yeah, I sense it. No!
Expulso!
You'll feel twice the pain if I have to come and find you.
It's not that I can't beat them, it's that I want to be stealthy.
Gone in the ether. Never mind. Time will soon even the score.
Easy enough. She's supposed to be the big bad too, and just took her down. Alright. Money, money, money! Gotta get this sucker.
Perhaps it's dinner like Rick.
Tell us.
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they... Show yourself!
Turn.
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time, this is.
Somebody start to walk, please.
Students these days, so full of themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, innit?
Easy enough.
Hey, what does that tell us?
Alright. You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You've charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
What items am I missing? Anything else?
Revelio.
Letter. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over, and I am certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past few months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
That he did.
Revelio.
Is it everything? That's everything. Alright. Now let's go get her. We did the stealth mode.
Natty must be here somewhere.
Yeah.
Alohomora.
Why is there a box hidden that has a lock? It's a little weird. Oh, okay.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Help Nettie.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
I already got all of them without a fight. It's all good. Come on, Nettie. Come on, come on. Let's get out of here. After I steal their money. Alright. It's so freaking dark. How does one run up the stairs? I can't see anything. Okay. Oh, I didn't see the purple at the beginning. It's pretty. Alright. Let's go.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Yep. That's the goal. Okay.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
I don't have a name. Just the troll dispatcher.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
0 cents.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Alright. Well, I guess that's where we'll stop for this.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
So there's another broom upgrade that we can get. I'm not gonna get it immediately because I don't want to be flying faster than I can handle. I just got the last one. But anyways, that'll be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So, bye.